Hello. 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 Nghe được. Hello. Hello.
Click on the plus icon and then choose noise suppression, click on OK, and keep in mind that the order of these filters is very important. They go from top to bottom. So currently we are first adding gain in case your microphone wasn't loud enough, and then we do noise suppression, and that's actually wrong. The noise suppression should be the first thing in your filter. So select this and then click on this arrow here to move it to the first position, because you want to take your mic audio, then clear it out in terms of noise, make it a clean sound, volume at moments and stuff, and then we're also boosting the noise. For the noise suppression, there are, I think, 3 options. I can see 2 right now because this is a pretty new PC and I haven't installed the NVIDIA AI plugin for OBS Studio. So if you have an NVIDIA GPU, you can download that plugin. Now make sure you're not downloading download resource the plugin, and right now try all 3 of them. You can hear them live. Just know that in terms without it affecting your voice. If your PC is decent but you don't have an NVIDIA GPU, you select RN Noise, which is an AI trained model. Don't overdo the intensity because don't watch how your voice sounds. If I boost the lows, then my voice will start to sound very, very bassy. And this is obviously way too much. But if you've ever seen one of these types of curves, which is an EQ curve, this is basically a simplified version of having this whole curve that you can tweak exactly like you want. With these sliders, you will decide how crisp you want your highs to sound. The mids you can usually use to sound a bit more broadcasty like. If you do it too much to the right, which you usually never really do, you will sound hollow like you're in a big room. So usually the mids are pulled down a bit, and then the lows, this usually heavily depends on your own voice. If you think that your voice is way too deep and you want to get rid of that, you can reduce the lows a bit and you will sound more clear in general, and the heavy lows, the basses will be gone a bit. However, if you think your voice is way too thin or you like the really warm, boomy broadcast sound, then you can increase the lows a bit. But again, it heavily depends on your own voice. Also definitely, or maybe even more, your microphone. For example, the 559M8, I've heard that the highs are pretty crisp with this microphone. There are other mics that sound really bassy and low, and there's not much crispiness in the high end, and with those mics you might want to increase this a bit. But for this microphone, I would even say I want to reduce it. Hello, test. Okay, that's good. So this is not changing the mids. This is the mids -3. Okay, I'll say -2. And this is not changing the lows. A lot. Test. That definitely sounds broadcasty like. This is too much. 2 might be fine if you like this kind of sound. Let's try -1. Test. 1. Test. I've decided these effects. Test. Work together. We will try so that your voice will also listen to it, triggering the microphone or heavily typing tapping the keyboard.